My name is Isaac Borenstein, and this is my story. Before the exciting part of my story begins, I want to tell you about my childhood. I loved playing in the streets with my friends, but I hated all those crude Jewish remarks and how I always had to wear that star. My life was great before the Nazis came. The Borenstein family consisted of myself, 2 brothers, 3 sisters, and my mother and father. We all lived in a town in Poland called Radom. I will never forget the day that the Nazis came.
Out! All Jews, get out of your houses!
And with that, I ran. I ran as fast as lightning to Russia. I worked as a carpenter, but when Hitler invaded, I joined the Russian army. Only a few weeks after I joined, we were surrounded by Nazis, and our troop was captured. Almost every Jew was shot.
What is your name?
Broniski.
Seems awfully Jewish.
I'm not Jewish, it's Polish.
Alright.
Let's go. Come with us.
I changed my name to save my life. I hated how the Nazis treated everyone like vermin. While we were marching to a prisoner of war camp, I dashed off to a kind Russian woman. I worked for bread at a hospital. My fortune would not last. For one night I went drinking with my friend.
Oh, hey, Borenstein. Hit me with another one, man.
Did I just hear Borenstein? That's the name of Jew. Who's Borenstein? Let's go. Come with me.
Cut. I was taken to a cell underground and beaten. Afterwards, they took me to a labor camp.
The Russians are coming. We gotta move the prisoners to Auschwitz.
When we arrived at Auschwitz, there was not enough room for us. We were sent to Mauthausen. At Mauthausen, they split us up. The healthy to work, the bad you burned, and if you were in decent condition, you were sent to the hospital. I was a lucky clover. They sent me to the hospital. I was so happy they never found out I was a Jew. They sent me to a work camp to disarm American bombs that were dropped. The day I was liberated, an American soldier came by. I was going back to my home when all of a sudden...
What are you doing? You are dressed as a soldier. You have to fight for the Russian army. Get back there. Go!
I fought as strong as Hercules for the Russian army for 14 months. I barely knew the Russians, but I still fought the best I could. After the war, I came back to my house in Poland, and the memories jumped out at me and screamed in my face. My brother was the only one to survive in the war. His name was Abe. We moved on and moved to the United States. We both married, but I will never forget those memories of those years that I was in the war. I feel so sorry for all the Jews who were killed in Europe. My brother and I started a woodworking shop in America, and we were fairly successful. We donate menorahs to Jewish societies and foundations. But I will always miss my Jewish friends who died.